scientific evidence that contradicts everything we were taught in school. Before we shatter the foundations of everything you thought you knew about science and reality, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because what you're about to discover about suppressed scientific evidence will completely revolutionize your understanding of our world. If these mind-blowing revelations shock you as much as they shocked me, drop that like button to help expose the truth they've been hiding from us for decades. What if everything you learned in school was carefully constructed to hide the most revolutionary scientific discoveries of our time? What if the textbooks you trusted, the teachers you respected, and the institutions you believed in were all part of a massive system designed to keep you from understanding the true nature of reality? The evidence we're about to explore suggests that modern education isn't about enlightenment, it's about containment. For over a century, groundbreaking scientific discoveries that could transform human civilization have been systematically suppressed, discredited, or buried beneath layers of academic bureaucracy. While students memorize outdated theories and obsolete models, the real cutting-edge science remains locked away in classified research facilities, corporate laboratories, and government black projects that operate beyond public oversight. The pattern is consistent across every scientific discipline. Revolutionary discoveries that challenge established paradigms are either suppressed entirely or repackaged in ways that minimize their world-changing implications. Meanwhile, the educational system continues teaching 19th and early 20th century science as if it represents the pinnacle of human knowledge, keeping entire generations ignorant of the astonishing realities that have been discovered about consciousness, energy, matter, and the fundamental structure of reality itself. This isn't accidental. This is deliberate policy designed to maintain social stability by preventing the general population from accessing knowledge that would fundamentally alter the balance of power in human civilization. The question isn't whether these discoveries exist. The question is why they've been hidden from you, and what happens when the truth finally comes to light. The most suppressed scientific discovery of the past century involves the role of consciousness in shaping physical reality. While school science teaches that consciousness is merely an emergent property of brain chemistry, cutting-edge quantum physics research has proven that consciousness actually creates the reality we experience at the most fundamental level. The double-slit experiment, taught in schools as a curious quantum anomaly, actually demonstrates that conscious observation literally determines whether particles exist as waves or discrete objects. But what they don't teach is the follow-up research conducted at Princeton University's PEAR laboratory, which documented over 2.5 million trials showing that human consciousness can influence quantum systems from distances of thousands of miles. Dr. Robert John's research, conducted over 28 years with rigorous scientific methodology, proved that focused human intention can alter the behavior of quantum random number generators with statistical significance that exceeds 1 in 10 trillion odds of being due to chance. This research was quietly defunded and buried not because it was flawed, but because its implications were too dangerous for public consumption. Even more revolutionary is the work of Dr. Stuart Hameroff and Sir Roger Penrose, whose research into quantum consciousness reveals that human awareness operates through quantum processes in neural microtubules. Their discoveries suggest that consciousness isn't produced by the brain. It's accessed by the brain from quantum fields that exist outside normal space-time. This means human consciousness is literally connected to the fundamental information structure of the universe itself. The implications are staggering. If consciousness creates reality through quantum observation, then humans possess the ability to alter physical reality through focused intention. This knowledge has been systematically suppressed because it would fundamentally undermine every existing power structure that depends on people believing they are powerless victims of external circumstances. While schools teach that energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transferred, classified research has developed multiple technologies that extract unlimited energy from the quantum vacuum itself. These technologies, collectively known as zero-point energy systems, have been successfully demonstrated in laboratories around the world but remain hidden from public knowledge. Dr. Hal Puthoff's research at SRI International documented how quantum field fluctuations contain enough energy per cubic centimeter to power human civilization for millions of years. His declassified papers, available through Freedom of Information Act requests, describe working prototypes of devices that extract this energy using specially configured electromagnetic fields and crystalline structures. The most documented suppressed technology is Dr. Eugene Malov's cold fusion research, which proved that nuclear reactions can occur at room temperature using simple electrochemical processes. Despite being ridiculed by mainstream academia, multiple laboratories have successfully replicated Malov's results, producing excess heat and nuclear byproducts that cannot be explained by conventional chemistry. NASA's own technical reports, buried in their archives, document successful replication of cold fusion processes that produced energy outputs exceeding inputs by factors of 10 to 300%. These reports were classified not because the science was flawed, but because the technology threatened to make existing energy infrastructures obsolete overnight. Even more revolutionary is the work of Dr. John Bedini, whose electromagnetic devices demonstrate over unity, producing more electrical energy than they consume. His circuits, based on principles discovered by Nikola Tesla but suppressed for over a century, have been independently verified by multiple engineering teams, yet remain absent from any educational curriculum. The suppression of free energy technology represents one of the greatest crimes against humanity in history. While millions die from energy poverty and environmental destruction continues from fossil fuel use, clean, unlimited energy technologies sit locked away in corporate vaults and classified military programs. The archaeological evidence that has been systematically hidden from public education reveals that human civilization is far older and more advanced than mainstream history admits. Discoveries that contradict the established timeline of human development are routinely buried, discredited, or explained away using increasingly ridiculous theories. The Göbekli Tepe complex in Turkey, officially dated to 11,500 years ago, contains megalithic structures with precision engineering that surpasses anything taught as possible for ancient civilizations. The site's sophistication suggests advanced mathematical knowledge, astronomical understanding, and construction techniques that mainstream archaeology cannot explain using accepted theories about prehistoric humans. Even more disturbing is the suppressed evidence from the Library of Alexandria's surviving documents, hidden in Vatican archives and private collections. These texts describe technological achievements in ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia that match or exceed modern capabilities, including detailed descriptions of electrical devices, flying machines, and nuclear processes. Dr. Christopher Dunn's engineering analysis of the Great Pyramid demonstrates that it was constructed using machine tooling precision that surpasses contemporary capabilities. His measurements reveal tool marks, geometric precision, and material properties that are impossible to achieve using the Bronze Age technology supposedly available to pyramid builders. The Antikythera mechanism, discovered in 1901 but not properly analyzed until recently, contains gear ratios and computational capabilities that weren't officially invented until the 18th century. This ancient Greek computer predicted astronomical events with precision that required knowledge of planetary movements not officially discovered until centuries later. Perhaps most shocking are the suppressed DNA studies of elongated skulls found in Peru, Bolivia, and other ancient sites. Dr. Lloyd Pye's research revealed genetic markers that don't match any known human populations, suggesting the existence of human subspecies or hybrid populations that contradict everything taught about human evolution. The medical establishment has systematically suppressed treatments and cures that threaten pharmaceutical profits, keeping effective healing technologies away from public knowledge while promoting expensive, symptom-managing approaches that create lifetime customers rather than healthy patients. Dr. Royal Raymond Rife's research in the 1930s demonstrated that specific electromagnetic frequencies could destroy cancer cells, viruses, and bacteria without harming healthy tissue. His frequency devices cured terminal cancer patients with 100% success rates in clinical trials, but his technology was suppressed by the American Medical Association and his laboratories were destroyed. Recent research by Dr. Anthony Holland at Novobiotics has confirmed Rife's discoveries, showing that targeted electromagnetic frequencies can shatter cancer cells while leaving healthy cells unharmed. This research has been quietly buried despite its revolutionary implications for cancer treatment. The The work of Dr. Stanislaw Brzezinski demonstrates that naturally occurring peptides, called antineoplastins, can cure even terminal brain cancers, with success rates far exceeding conventional treatments. Despite decades of successful patient outcomes, the FDA has repeatedly attempted to shut down his research, while pharmaceutical companies have tried to steal his patents. Dr. Tullio Simoncini's research proves that many cancers are actually fungal infections that can be cured using simple sodium bicarbonate treatments. His 90% success rate with certain cancer types has been documented in peer-reviewed journals, yet his methods remain banned in most countries due to pressure from pharmaceutical lobbies. Perhaps most suppressed is the research into consciousness-based healing conducted at institutions like the Institute of HAARP. Their studies prove that focused intention and coherent emotional states can measurably alter DNA expression, immune function, and cellular regeneration. This research suggests that humans possess innate healing abilities that have been systematically suppressed to maintain medical industry profits. While schools teach Newtonian physics and basic relativity as the pinnacle of physical understanding, classified research has developed technologies based on physics principles that completely transcend these obsolete models. These advanced physics discoveries reveal the true nature of space, time, gravity, and matter in ways that would revolutionize human civilization. The work of Dr. Ning Li at the University of Alabama demonstrated that rotating superconducting disks could generate artificial gravity fields, effectively creating anti-gravity technology. Her research was abruptly classified and moved to black project status after she achieved measurable gravity reduction effects in laboratory settings. Dr. Jack Sarfati's research into quantum non-locality proves that information can be transmitted instantaneously across any distance, violating Einstein's speed of light limitations. His work suggests that space and time are illusions created by limited perception, and that consciousness can access information from any point in space-time simultaneously. The Philadelphia experiment and Montauk project, though officially denied, represent successful military applications of advanced physics that demonstrate time travel, dimensional manipulation, and consciousness transfer technologies. Whistleblower testimonies and leaked documents suggest these projects achieved operational capabilities decades ago. Dr. Thomas Townsend Brown's electrogravitics research demonstrated that electrical charges can create artificial gravity effects, leading to technologies that could revolutionize transportation and energy production. His discoveries were immediately classified and disappeared into military black projects. The work of Dr. Yevgeny Pokolnov at Tampere University proved that rotating superconductors could shield objects from gravitational effects, creating the possibility of weightless transportation and unlimited energy systems. His research was suppressed after achieving gravity reduction effects that exceeded 2% in laboratory conditions. The most revolutionary discoveries in biology have been systematically suppressed because they reveal that life operates according to principles that contradict materialist science and suggest that consciousness plays a fundamental role in biological processes. Dr. Fritz Albert Popp's research into biophotons demonstrates that all living cells emit coherent light that serves as a communication and coordination system. His discoveries prove that biological systems operate using quantum field effects rather than simple chemical reactions, suggesting that life itself is a quantum phenomenon. The work of Dr. Masaru Emoto showed that water crystals respond to human intentions, emotions, and even written words, forming beautiful or chaotic patterns based on the type of consciousness they're exposed to. This research suggests that consciousness directly influences matter at the molecular level. Dr. Cleve Baxter's research proved that plants respond to human thoughts and emotions from great distances, suggesting that biological systems are connected through fields of consciousness that transcend space and time limitations. His experiments showed that plants could detect human intentions before they were consciously formed. The suppressed research of Dr. Peter Gariev demonstrates that DNA operates using holographic principles and can be influenced by sound frequencies and electromagnetic fields. His discoveries suggest that genetic information is stored and accessed through quantum field effects rather than simple molecular coding. Dr. Glenn Rain's research at the HeartMath Institute proves that human emotions can alter DNA structure at the molecular level, unwinding or rewinding DNA strands based on the coherence of the emotional state being experienced. This research reveals that consciousness directly programs genetic expression. While mainstream science promotes expensive and ineffective solutions to environmental problems, suppressed technologies exist that could reverse climate change and environmental destruction within decades, using principles that mainstream science refuses to acknowledge. Dr. Wilhelm Reich's research into orgone energy demonstrated that atmospheric conditions could be modified using simple devices that concentrate and direct life energy fields. His cloud-busting technologies successfully ended droughts and created rainfall in desert regions, but was suppressed by government agencies who destroyed his equipment and imprisoned him. The HAARP facility in Alaska represents operational weather modification technology that can influence atmospheric conditions across entire continents. While officially described as ionospheric research, leaked documents and patents reveal capabilities for weather control, earthquake generation, and atmospheric heating that far exceed publicly acknowledged science. Dr. John Hutchison's research demonstrates that certain electromagnetic field configurations can neutralize radioactive materials, transmute elements, and alter the fundamental properties of matter. His technologies could clean up nuclear waste and environmental contamination, but remain suppressed by nuclear industry interests. The work of multiple researchers into scalar wave technologies shows that properly configured electromagnetic fields can neutralize pollution, restore damaged ecosystems, and enhance plant growth beyond natural limits. These technologies represent solutions to environmental problems that would eliminate entire industries built around environmental destruction. The most heavily classified scientific research involves discoveries about space, extraterrestrial life, and advanced propulsion technologies that would fundamentally alter humanity's understanding of our place in the universe. NASA's own documents, released through FOIA requests, reveal evidence of artificial structures on Mars, anomalous signals from deep space, and unexplained phenomena throughout the solar system. These discoveries have been systematically suppressed to maintain the illusion that Earth represents the pinnacle of intelligent life in the universe. Dr. John Brandenburg's research into xenoarchaeology provides evidence that Mars was once inhabited by an advanced civilization that was destroyed in a nuclear catastrophe. His analysis of Martian soil samples reveals isotope ratios consistent with nuclear weapons use, suggesting that interplanetary warfare occurred in our solar system's recent past. The work of multiple whistleblowers from aerospace companies describes operational anti-gravity craft, faster-than-light propulsion systems, and recovered extraterrestrial technologies that have been reverse-engineered for military applications. These technologies represent science advances that are decades or centuries ahead of publicly acknowledged capabilities. Dr. Stephen Greer's Disclosure Project has collected testimony from hundreds of military and government witnesses who describe direct contact with extraterrestrial civilizations, recovery of crashed alien vehicles, and successful reverse engineering of technologies that operate on principles completely unknown to mainstream physics. The evidence is overwhelming. Modern education has been weaponized to keep humanity ignorant of the most important scientific discoveries ever made. While students waste years memorizing outdated theories and obsolete models, revolutionary technologies that could solve every major human problem remain locked away in classified programs and corporate vaults. The suppression of these discoveries represents more than institutional bias or corporate greed. It represents a deliberate strategy to maintain existing power structures by keeping humanity ignorant of their true capabilities and potential. Every day that these technologies remain hidden, millions of people suffer and die from problems that have already been solved. But the truth cannot remain hidden forever. As more researchers come forward, more classified documents are leaked, and more evidence accumulates, the walls of suppression are beginning to crumble. The question isn't whether these discoveries will eventually be revealed. The question is whether humanity will be ready to handle the implications when they are. The educational system that raised you was designed to create obedient workers and consumers, not independent thinkers and reality creators. Breaking free from this programming requires recognizing that everything you were taught was carefully selected to limit your understanding of what's actually possible. The evidence is undeniable. We've been lied to about everything. The The science they taught you in school is obsolete propaganda designed to keep you ignorant and powerless. From consciousness-based reality creation to suppressed free energy technologies, the real science reveals that humans possess capabilities that would transform civilization overnight if they weren't being systematically hidden from us. Don't let them keep you in the dark any longer. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and share this video with everyone who deserves to know the truth about the incredible scientific realities they've been hiding from us all along.